Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tuesday Night Music. Right at the top, I'm going to throw a little disclaimer in saying that as I've recorded this process today, my children are home, so occasionally it might seem that I'm a little absent-minded, just trying to balance doing the recording and making sure that my kids aren't getting into anything they shouldn't. So, in fact, in the second selection, you will notice that occasionally I kind of do one of those just to make sure that the sound I heard is nothing serious. So, but thanks to the direct feed of the organ to camera, you don't hear any of that background noise. So you'll just see the occasional look. But anyway, let's dive straight in. The first selection I have for you tonight is an original composition. And as I mentioned last week, sometimes as it happens, you start out with one idea and then it kind of goes in a different direction, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. In this case, this melody I have, I already kind of conceived of it. Like I pretty well kind of in my mind had the idea of what I wanted to do, but I was originally envisioning it being a piano selection, and there's probably nothing wrong with that. But as I played around with it a little more, I began to realize that it might be kind of neat to play around with the colorings of different instruments. And while the piano is wonderful, you can't do that with a piano. A piano sounds like a piano sounds like a piano. You can make it sound loud and soft, but you can't really, press the keys in a certain way and turn it into a clarinet or a flute or something like that. But you can with the organ. You can select that flute stop or that clarinet stop and change the character. So that's what I do in this one. I make the melody be a pan flute. And so it's kind of got a light, sort of airy, reedy kind of sound to it, different than like the traditional orchestral flute. And I think it lends itself great to this work, which is, it's softer, but it is uplifting, and it's kind of got some movement to it. So I hope you enjoy it. This is Beside the Sea of Galilee. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. You can see I have a friend here that wanted to help me introduce this last selection. I'm going to present an arrangement of a timeless hymn It's In the Garden. And what I do in this arrangement is I use the chimes as a solo instrument. Quite literally, it chimes out the melody. So I hope you enjoy it. It's soft, but then there's kind of a big full organ middle section, and then ultimately, rather than staying full, I reduce the stops or reduce the sounds and kind of close out the work in the same way it began, rather soft and reflective. So please enjoy this arrangement of In the Garden, and then I'll come back to close this out. Hi. Well, thank you so much for watching this week's edition of Tuesday Night Music. If you are watching this on Facebook, please make sure that you click the like button on my page, BJ Meyer Music. And if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to click the like button as well as the subscribe button. And finally, if you'd like to make a donation, you can do so at bjmeyermusic.com/donate. Until next week, thank you and goodbye.
And goodbye.
Can you say bye?
Bye.